Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about the max hydration method, some of the setbacks that I was having, and how I am going to overcome them, and just talk about the whole method and why the method works. Okay, so yeah, first things first. Let me just talk about my hair. So my hair, I just did a wash and go. So I use the Kinky Curly Not Today. No, I'm sorry. I use Tresemme Naturals diluted, and then with hot water, and then I put on my gel on top of that. And so yeah, so that's pretty much what my hair is, and it's pretty still wet. I did it like 2 hours ago, so it's still pretty wet. All right, so as all y'all have known, as y'all know, I've been doing the max hydration method for a little bit over a year. I started it April of 2014. Okay. So April of 2014, I had just got my hair cut. My hair is pretty short, maybe like an inch or two. And so, I found out about the max hydration method. I'm not going to go into how I found out about it, but I just found out about it. And I was like, I'll try it. So I tried it, loved it. My curls were popping. Um, my hair was very moisturized. Hair was very clean. I didn't have dandruff, all that. And okay, so let's fast forward. So I was doing the max hydration method for probably, let's say, around 9 months, and then in around January I started doing the modified max hydration. And my hair grew really fast when I was doing those 9 months when I was doing the max hydration. Like, if y'all go to my old videos, y'all will see how fast my hair grew. Okay. So, 9 months in, it's like February of this year. So, like 4 or 5 months ago. And there's this lady, Denise. She was originally doing the max hydration method, and then she switched over to a modified version. And basically, the modified version is just you do a clay rinse, and then you use gel. So there's no conditioner. You get rid of the conditioner, get rid of the baking soda, apple cider vinegar, all of that. So with me, I have been doing the max hydration method for 9 months. So I'm like, hey, well, if I can shorten my wash day, that's perfect, and I can still, have the benefits of the method. So I was like, cool, cool. So I'm gonna try that. So I did her method, and at first it was going really well, and then like a month or two in, I was getting really bad knots and tangles and just um, just a lot of breakage, and I end up having to snip a lot of my ends. My ends were very scraggly and all that. It was a mess, and that's pretty much been going on for the past 3 or 4 months until like a couple days ago. I had like a self realization. Okay, so the modified max hydration method was not working for me. So I added conditioner back into my regimen, and I was still having knots. Okay, so then I had like a lot of frustration about the method, and I was just really like just pissed. So then I was just like, you know what, f the max hydration method. I'm going back to my old, shampoo, conditioner, and whatever gel that I want to use. Whatever is cheap at the store. I did that. That lasted for a day because my hair was not defined. My hair was so frizzy and all that. And I got like little white balls when I tried to mix my Tresemme with Eco Styler. It was a mess. Um, so I did that for like a day, and then so I really had to think like, okay, before I had got my hair cut, my hair was long, like around this length, and I was never having to snip my ends like I was. Like every time I washed my hair, y'all, I would have knots and dreads in my hair. It was like really, really bad, especially at the roots. And so I was thinking back to like 2013, and I was like, what was I doing differently to where I wasn't having all these knots? And then that's when I realized that I was actually combing my hair. And now let me just say this. In 2013, I was combing my hair with the, what do you call this? Hold on. I was using this paddle brush to get my knots out. But ever since I started doing the max hydration method, I was only finger detangling my hair. So I was never, um, I was only finger detangling, and finger detangling worked for me when my hair was really short. But once my hair, started to like, get like past that 6 inches mark, and my hair is really pretty thick, so my hair is like this long in the back, and then in the front, it's like this long. So my hair is longer now. But when my hair was shorter, I could get away with finger detangling. But now, I can't solely rely on finger detangling anymore. Um, so let me just talk about. Okay, so if finger detangling works for you, then keep doing it. However, if you're struggling with tangles, then you might want to try to adopt using a comb again. And I'm gonna talk about why. Okay, so a lot of people say, oh well, if you start to comb your hair, you'll comb your curls out and you will lose definition. But I'm going to explain to you why that doesn't happen. Okay, so let me just start from step one. Okay, so step one of the max hydration method is to clarify your hair. Okay, now you can use baking soda or apple cider vinegar. When I first started doing the max hydration method, I used baking soda. 9 to 10 months in, I stopped using baking soda because I was hearing about people where their hair was starting to feel weak after a long time of using the baking soda. So I was like, you know what? Let me just be safe and just stop using it. So I stopped using it. And I think when I was using baking soda, it was easier to detangle my hair when I used conditioner because the conditioner would absorb better. So I think because I stopped using baking soda, I think that might have had some reason as to why my tangles increased. In addition to why my tangles were increasing, I'm not deep conditioning my hair as often. Like I'll probably do it like once every 2 weeks now. I don't have the time. I mean, if you have the time to really deep condition your hair and really have the patience to finger the tangle, then by all means go ahead and do that. Okay. So anyways, back to the max hydration method. So step one is to clarify your hair. Um, so I'm not using baking soda anymore, and apple cider vinegar, to me, it really didn't clean my hair unless I would leave it on for like 30 minutes to an hour. And I'm not, I'm trying to keep my regimen really as fast as possible and efficient, because I don't have time to sit with things on my hair all day. I want to go and, live life. Shoot, I'm young. Um, so, I think for me personally, I think you can replace step one with a sulfate free shampoo. So that's what I've been doing recently. So, I've been using this Cocoa Curl shampoo for my step one, and it's very, very moisturizing. I mean, if you wanted to detangle with this in your hair, you can. It's very moisturizing. You only got to leave it on 2 minutes compared to, like an hour for the apple cider vinegar, which is a lot. So I use this now, and yeah, so that's been going well for me so far. Um, and I got that Quest for the Perfect Curl recommended that shampoo. It's on her holy grail list. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay, so step one is to clarify your hair. Step two, to condition slash detangle your hair. For me, the only reason I use conditioner is to detangle my hair. I don't think conditioner really moisturizes your hair. I mean, it might a little bit, but really, I think water will moisturize your hair more. Like that's the main thing that moisturizes your hair. Conditioner just kind of just makes it like soft and makes the comb glide, but it's not really. I mean, it's not really conditioning your hair. So for me, during step two, I'll use this Tresemme Perfectly Undone conditioner, and then I'll use my paddle brush, and I'll go start from the ends and make sure I get out all the shed hairs. And when I did this for the first time, I had so many knots come out, y'all. It was like 3 months worth of shed hair that I had in this like just that detangling session was crazy. And that was just letting me know that when I was finger detangling, I wasn't getting out all the shed hairs. So for me, in my hair, finger detangling does not work. So in addition to, so I use this comb. Now before I start even using this comb, I'll finger detangle my hair just to prep for this. So finger detangling is useful. However, by itself, it didn't work for me. So I have to use this in addition to finger detangling. All right. So So okay, so let's go back again. So step one, clarify. Step two, condition. Okay, that's like any regular hair regimen. It's not the max hydration method. People kind of side eye it for some reason. I don't know why. It's like a regular hair regimen. Okay, step one, shampoo. Step two, condition. That's a normal hair regimen. Step three, that's where the clay comes in. Now this is where the max hydration method differs from any other regimen because you're using clay in addition to like another cleanser. So when I first saw the max hydration method, I was like, well, why do we need to cleanse our hair, twice? Like, why are we cleansing our hair, putting conditioner on, then cleansing it again? It doesn't make any type of sense. So where the clay comes in is that when you do step two and you comb out your hair and thoroughly detangle, you'll notice that you'll lose definition. So where the clay comes in, the clay will reclump your curls, but your hair will be detangled. So your hair is clumped, but it's also detangled, and shed hairs aren't accumulating. So that's where the clay comes in. And I know a lot of people have modified it to where they do the clay step first and then they condition. Not, but it is my personal opinion that the clay being the third step is the best option for curl definition and for tangles, because the whole point of when you do a wash and go, you're wanting to avoid tangles, because that's what when you do wash and goes, tangles can come with it if you don't know how to properly take care of your hair. So when you do that clay step for the third step, it's clumping your curls back and getting them ready for when you're gonna seal your hair. So I really think that the clay step for step three is the best. It is the best way to have it ordered. So you really should go like shampoo, condition, clay. Don't do clay, condition, and gel, because then like when you put that conditioner in your hair, it just takes away the definition for whatever reason on low porosity hair or on my hair. Whenever I put conditioner in, I just lose all my curl definition. Not all of it, but I lose some of it or a lot of it. So I think the clay being at step three really is beneficial to wearing a wash and go. So that's where the max hydration differs. It's just an extra one step. And then you go ahead and do your leave-in and then your gel. Now during step three, I will finger detangle with the clay because the clay does have some slip. So I will finger detangle to make sure I get even more shed hairs out, because I shed a lot of hair and my hair tangles easily. So I need to make sure that I'm getting those shed hairs out. So in addition to combing through my hair with the conditioner, I also finger detangle with the clay. And then, okay, so I'll leave the clay on 10 to 15 minutes. And then when I rinse out the clay, I'll go through my hair and then a finger detangle again with the water to make sure I'm getting the shed hairs out. So then, okay, so for step four, I don't even want to call it step four. I'm going to call it step four, which is the conditioner slash gel, and you're going to go. So what you want to do is once you rinse the clay out of your hair will be clumped and ready for your wash and go. So you know how I said earlier, you'll lose a little bit of definition with the conditioner. So what you want to do is you really want to water it down. So, okay, I have the bottle. So you really want to water it down with like a old applicator bottle, and then so this is really important. So because if you water it down enough, you'll still be able to get a little bit of moisture, and then you won't lose your curl definition. So it's really important to water it down during the fourth step rather than during the second step. During the second step, I'll use it full strength so that way I can really get my comb through and get those shed hairs out. All right. So where was I? Okay. So you want to use this watered down. And then even then, when I'm watering, I'll section my hair and then I'll put the watered down conditioner on it. And even then, I'll still finger detangle just to make sure that I'm getting all my shed hairs out. Because I'm not taking any chances anymore with this shed hair stuff, because my shedding is crazy. So I'm really making sure that I'm getting all the shed hairs out, because tangles will lead to breakage. So people say, oh, well, if you comb your hair, you'll get breakage. But because I was having tangles, I was having to snip my hair anyway. So I'd rather just be safe than sorry, and I'm going to comb my hair and finger detangle during each step of the process just to make sure, 100% be sure that my hair is detangled. So I put the water conditioner on, detangle. I'll put the gel on, and then I'll detangle again with the gel, finger detangle. Just rake them and separate them, and that's pretty much it. So the max hydration method really works because it's a normal hair regimen. You don't have to use baking soda. You can just either use apple cider vinegar, or if you don't want to wait 60 minutes for your apple cider vinegar, then just get a sulfate-free shampoo or a shampoo that's not stripping to your hair. If you're having troubles with tangles, make sure you use a comb and finger detangle at each step. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not knocking the modified max hydration method. If that works for you, that works for you. It didn't work for me because yeah, it just didn't work for me because I wasn't getting all my tangles out. If I could do the max modified version, I would because that's like it's really quick. So yeah, well that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and hopefully I know this video is long, but hopefully I answered up a lot of questions, and I'm just sharing my experience with y'all. Hopefully I can help some of y'all out who are having trouble or you just want to know more about the method. Okay, peace out.